feel sudden waves of inexplicable fear, anger, jealousy, and hysteria.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey everybody, what is going on a special night? Thanks to technical difficulties, but we are back. Looks like the squirrels couldn't keep us down too much longer. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'm your host, the man on the wall, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in to Blur's Eye View. If this is your first time, thank you. You won't be disappointed. Go check us out on the IG page and follow the link tree in the bio, and you can find us everywhere on Facebook, YouTube. Always press record. Shout out to Trey Lawson. Opulence Radio. Shout out to Amron Burnett. We are moving in major ways right now that you couldn't even understand. As I said earlier, if you've seen the IG live that I did earlier today, or just a few moments ago, actually, I told people that we do things backstage that, keeps people entertained. And that's not the nasty stuff. So get your minds out the gutter, people. We don't get down like that. That's for Blur's Eye View After Dark. We'll figure that out later. Until then, we will start this thing off because we are talking about The Flash and the Blackening. And a little news peppered in there as well. So let's start this thing off right with the lady of the ship, our weapons master, Lady Mandalore. What's going on? You're muted. She's muted. There she is.
One time I'm gonna get it right. I'm gun blazing, ready to go.
Hey, this happens to the best of us. Trust me. After that fiasco from last night, blew out the entire couple blocks.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, apparently there was a car crash or something. That's the story that's being told. Look at Christy D says again with the mute.
I know. I can't look. Shush. I'm sure because if I listen, look, it's real down to the wire over here on my side of the camera.
Look. Don't feel bad. There was for a while there, I kept sounding like I was in Bikini Bottom, and that is not a slight to what's been going on. I literally did sound like I was underwater. That's just what it is.
I feel like if you say it turns into it no matter what.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's why I always check. I got into that habit of just checking. I check it every time I check. I'm like, why is my camera doing that? Nope, it shouldn't do that. It should do that. Lord. And we got him. The
hey,
black part is in the building.
What it is, what it do.
I had to stop myself because I was going to sit there and say, just sit right back and I'll tell you a tale of plastic shit.
We all got a ticket. All the black Twitter got a ticket. It's just what it is. It's
gonna be a party.
It's a party. I don't think. If anything, they might just boot us back out. So I'm not really worried.
Yeah.
No, we're
I'm
not.
sorry, this guy avoided.
So, for just disclaimer, we're not making
Good
fun
Lord.
of the loss of life. Of the loss of life, we are making fun of the
Low IQs.
low IQs and poor decisions that led to
Mm.
this whole thing. That's what we're because Reed Richards would never. So-
It was not our best shining moment as a
Humanity.
society.
No.
Ooh, there's a pineapple under the sea.
You held it. You held
Well-
that one. You held that one on.
I couldn't do it.
They were expecting it from me. Oh
I
my
couldn't
God.
do it. I
Oh,
tried.
Oh God.
on that note, we got our favorite cousin, one of our favorite cousins in the building. Navy Montel is here.
Hey.
Under the sea, under the sea. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. That's all. I
Wasn't
gotta say.
me. It wasn't me.
What's going on, you
we are-
sexy people?
Beautiful times. Beautiful times.
I love it, especially
It-
when
It was funny. I'm sorry, it was funny
Listen,
because
I
we
don't-
were just like, "There's no way possible." There's no
Listen,
way
We all
possible.
need the laugh. It was a
there's a
laugh.
billion. There's a multitude of billions of people on this planet.
Bring them
Five.
back.
I'm
Bring them
laughing
back,
at. I'm
Verb.
sorry.
Bring them all back. Bring them back now. Send them the link.
Wow.
He's like,
when I first heard that news, the only thing I could think of was, how do you bolt the outside without creating a egress to get out? Whose idea was this?
and Montel is
You are the resident
veteran of the
person,
Navy.
so you would know.
Hello.
There's
So-
no way in the world, because you and okay, folks, here's a little bit of science lesson for you. The further down you go, the tighter it gets. It's like for every 6-7 feet, you're adding a fat person of 300 pounds on your back every time. The further down you go, the more fat people get on your back. So guess what? Something's gonna give.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yep.
saw that and I was like, wow, you mean with everything else going on, y'all are focusing on these digits? This is what we're doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is
Of
why
all-
math
of all
and
things.
science are so critical in this day and age, because depth pressure and oceanic pressure are highly underestimated right now.
That part.
I mean,
Especially when we see the
it's-
Titanic of all things.
It's science. It's
I feel
freaking
bad for the killer whales right now,
science.
because the killer whales would be like, look, before y'all start pointing the finger at us,
This
We
was
didn't
not
do
us.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for the 18-year-old because he had foreshadowing, and his father made him go. He said he was scared to do this, and his father made him go. I was like, are
No.
you kidding me? Yes.
It was
I
the
felt-
one
I remember that.
time.
yeah, because that'd be the one time I would have folded on my dad, like, look, you'll whoop my ass, but I ain't getting on this ship.
Cinematic
real.
Assassin will be watching in the building.
What up, Will?
Waiting on Laney to pop back
Anytime.
in. I seen Laney. I'm like,
Bruh.
what happened to Laney?
The entire struggle to get in, like I was like, "Hey, we still black? We good? We good? Hello?"
We're good.
I'm texting the chat. I go to YouTube to start sharing the link out. I was like, "Oh, we live? Oh, y'all just gonna give me the wrong link? Oh, okay, that's what we
I know.
doing
It was in
today."
the chat. It was in the chat.
I used the one in the chat, and I'm just looking at a blank screen. Then on my iPad, I see y'all key, and I was like, "Oh, that's how y'all gonna do me?"
Oh,
Denzel, not the
Will, we have
Denzel.
some bad news to
It
tell
was-
you, sir.
yes.
What?
Wow.
Our very own Laney from Geek
Hey.
Biology. It's a
What up,
party. Oh yeah, exactly. The waiver and the
Forget
joystick.
science, the
is what
waiver
did
and
it.
joystick were the was it a Logitech
Yeah, Logitech. It was
Boy,
Logitech.
Logitech got on social so quick and was like, please do not use our joysticks for aquatic vehicles or submersibles. They are
Was it
not
really
designed
Logitech?
for it.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, it was a
Logitech.
Logitech.
It was a Super NES.
And that came out of his mouth.
Mhm.
He
was-
boasted
he-
about that.
He was
oh
flexing
my god.
like it was a
Well,
win.
Logitech came out with one tweet and said, "Wasn't us."
Yeah,
What was it?
Was it
their stock was about to
They
take a
had
hit.
to.
They're like, they had to say something. It's like, you ain't gonna blame us for your stuff.
Yeah,
As a fact,
that was so bad. And all I could think of is like, really, dude? That's what you want to flex on. And then he's like, not even God could sink it. Well, there it is.
No, I kind of felt like God was like, oh,
He
really?
didn't say that.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
put that. Don't lie like that.
He
That's
said
too
that.
far.
He
Yeah,
said
no,
that.
didn't.
Even
He
God
said that.
couldn't
No, he
think
said
of
that.
anything.
No.
This
When
looked-
he
it
was
looked
when
like
they
a
were asking,
metal tadpole. What
when
the hell?
when they were asking him about what all this thing was built out of and everything else, he actually said that, and I'm like,
I feel like DJ Khaled
I
gonna come out of
just-
nowhere. God did.
I just want to go on record as saying, whoever is complaining about us laughing, he laughed first.
exactly.
Okay, he laughed at God.
He did it. We
Yeah.
didn't do that.
You
He
decide.
did.
You decide
That
to test
part.
the universe, and the universe sat there and proved you wrong.
Mhm.
Well,
It ain't us.
Right now,
Wait.
they're sitting at the table with the big man, and he's just looking at him like,
You thought. You thought.
this is not how. When I gave you the gifts, I didn't.
Could you just imagine him, right? Could you imagine what they're right now with St. Peter? So you decide to test God.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
to see the Titanic.
It's just
I don't understand.
this was the look of Black Twitter, like.
Yeah.
Shimon.
You paid
Like we knew.
$250,000 just to go into a tin can to see a sunken ship that literally you can see from Google Earth. Save yourself $250,000. But
You sound
we
good.
gotta touch it. We gotta touch it. Gotta touch.
they touch it. They touch it now.
They're touching it now. They're touching
Somewhere
it now.
Sebastian is singing "Under the Sea,
Right.
Under the Sea."
It wasn't no more. So we're not putting that on him.
I mean, what was petty
If
was
it comes with
wasn't
a
Arthur
pool noodle, oh my god!
yeah. Actually, what was
Like,
petty,
there's
they
too
showed
much
James
going on.
Cameron's submersible, and it looked way different for $10 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They showed this. There were so many. I don't.
Yeah,
Your pride.
James Cameron's had buttons.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Why
had
does
some-
people
When
seem
James
to-
Cameron actually said, "There's no way in hell."
it had lights and triggers and shit. Just,
yeah.
Why do people seem to think that smaller is better? Look, you need to equip that bad boy. You need to put layers upon layers.
Oh,
Oh,
My thing
wait a
is-
minute.
oh,
I said what I said.
oh my
But at
God!
the same time, I mean,
Sorry.
come on.
Sorry, Paul
So-
liked it small, so that's what we did.
So.
Oh.
So are we? So here's the thing: are we laughing at their death? No.
No, God,
No one is actually. No one is.
no.
We're laughing at the poor decisions that led to this.
Darwinism.
I laugh at the Three Stooges. They do dumb shit all the goddamn
I-
time.
You know what it
This
is?
is no
I
different in my
It
opinion.
is literally, it is survival of the fittest in its purest form. It is the law of the jungle in aquatic form. There you go.
There you
It
go.
is-
I'm all I'm saying is was this a canon event? I need to
it
know.
it is the
Oh,
caucasity and audacity.
Oh
was
my
this a
God.
canon event?
It's a canon of caucasity. That's what
Someone
it is.
said
It's a caucasity event.
Someone said this thing. What was it? I still
This
laugh
is the Popeyes chicken sandwich all over again.
Wow.
That's
I
what
mean,
this
you
is.
ain't-
Wow.
You
Now
ain't
here's
wrong.
the irony. I have a Popeyes that is right behind my apartment complex, and they had to close the Joker down because it kept getting rammed into. After the fifth accident, they said, "You know, we need to change and close this thing down. I'm telling you, this sort of thing isn't working in this, in the neighborhood. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut it down."
You know, after 6 times, I think it's not an accident. I think that's more of a come on line.
Somebody get Miguel O'Hara on the line because for that to
Come
It
here,
keeps
baby. Let me
happening.
shut it down for you. Come here.
That sounds like an insurance claim that just keeps getting repeated over and over again until somebody at Geico went, "Hey,
He's like, didn't I talk to you like a month ago? Oh my God. Yeah. So we're sorry for the families. Obviously, we're sorry for that the families are dealing with this loss. But I'm pretty sure in the back of their mind, they're just like, I told him not to do that.
is it really petty that maybe some of them are contacting lawyers and seeing what happens with how the wills are going to go?"
Oh, if he, you know what? Well, between the wheels, because they definitely can't sue the company.
Right.
They can't sue anybody. There's
I mean,
way
They had a-
more.
They
Matters
had
of
a
estate-
billionaire and his son on the damn submersible, and the only one left is his wife. That lady deserves all of that.
Yeah.
Her
I'm just
husband
saying,
and her son. Come on, man.
So
you just look
this
suspect.
just goes to show you not every idea is a good idea.
But at the same time, as black folks, when we heard there was no black people on the sub, you can't help but feel a little bit of whoo.
Oh, we knew better.
Yeah, it's like
we
you
knew
felt
better.
literally a little bit.
Facts.
We knew better. It was just like,
That's not us.
That doesn't even sound black.
Jay-Z,
No.
P. Diddy, all of them. What I need to go down there for?
I mean, we'll take a boat on the water, but we ain't gonna go underwater.
We're just getting to that.
Right.
So
we're getting accustomed to yachts and cruises and whatnot.
Hell, we're getting accustomed to showering. What are you talking about?
there were so many red flags. Like there was no
PTSD
bathroom.
under the shower head.
Like you had a urinal bucket. Like
that's messed up.
You had to sit
What?
down.
Yeah, there was.
No,
it wasn't a spot you can go to. It was more like prison. You squatted down for the world to see, and that's some uncomfortable eye contact.
You weren't tethered.
I mean,
you weren't tethered to the mothership. So in case something like this would happen, they can pull you back in because they lost contact. And here's the other thing, and I kind of figured this, and I'm with Navy on this. I kind of figured, you always got to hold out some kind of hope, obviously, But I kind of figured when they said they lost contact, my mind was like,
it was done.
that's something that small. And I was telling people at my job, I said that thing was done the minute they lost contact. They just couldn't say that to the media.
And wasn't the Titanic at one of the lowest parts of the ocean that dang near nothing can get to?
Yes.
So it's just like y'all might as well just go ahead and make peace with God.
Yeah. So rest in peace to those people. Let this be a lesson to others out there. Like, do not make bonehead decisions like that again. There's a reason why they have equipment that goes down there to take care of those type of situations. Though it's not necessary to do that. So
I have learned nothing.
Or build your own, or for $250,000, build your own aquarium. Do that.
Yeah.
Have your home under the sea at home. It's a lot easier. You can get out.
Just sit back and watch it at home.
I mean,
so I will say a prayer for them while I'm at San Diego Comic-Con. So.
Yes. Speaking of which, nice segue. It's called a happy accident because news has been coming out about Comic-Con. Marvel will not have a standing in Hall H. Neither will Netflix, Sony, HBO, or Universal. They're all skipping San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
hey, listen. No bullshit.
Isn't DC skipping it too?
We should apply for a panel.
I don't think
for a panel. We should apply for a panel. Ain't nobody gonna be there.
I mean,
what they gonna put on stage? We get Hall H, baby. We get Hall H. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
That
nice
would be
try,
one,
but somebody will be there to fill in the gap.
That'd be one hell of a way for Blurrside to get on and be like, look.
I mean, if you think about it,
San Diego. Is that Dean Winchester? Get him over here.
we got Hall H. Blurrside. What is this? Let me go in here and go. Let me go. That's all I need. That's all we need. That one pair of curiosity.
It's a 2-hour panel. Really Tyree's talking about what was supposed to happen with Morbius.
Oh Jesus!
Those guys seem really dope. Let's go check them out. It's Bird's Eye View.
We're not sure. It could be because of SAG. It could be because the strike is going on. Like, it's this thing is still going. This thing is still going. And come on, bring it in. He's coming. There he is.
Yes, Captain Buffering. Hey, buddy.
Did you call him
and the
Captain
cousins
Buffering?
Have come together again. It's like Voltron up in this joint.
Captain Buffering.
So
where's Lainey? She getting a nap?
She's restarting her computer.
Yeah.
So it's no. So Hall H there's not going to be apparently it's not going to be a lot of news coming out of Hall H because these are like some of the major ones that we are normally hearing from. I believe the writer strike is one of the factions. Everything else that we find out, we kind of catch it quick anyway. So it's unfortunate. They said Paramount Pictures is expected to hold a panel for their animated features for for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I know they just recently canceled Star Trek Prodigy, so that's not going to be on the docket.
Yeah, Paramount canceled a lot of stuff lately here.
Yeah, they dropped a lot of shows. They dropped a lot of shows. But see, this becomes the question of, do you see what's happening? You know, your writers are on strike. Your actors are now going on strike. And now, with all this news about the special effects department, Jesus Christ. It's not just Disney and Marvel, it's across the board. They have been working these people relentlessly. 5+ hours a day. Well, not 5+ hours, but 5+ days a week, 11 hours a day, almost pretty much 7 days a week, just to meet untimely deadlines. They were just talking about the several animators left across the Spider-Verse because just the ungodly timelines they were being told to be with.
Have you heard the news about Warner Brothers and Sony?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was bound to happen.
It's stuff is
I
folding.
missed that one.
Stuff is folding.
Go ahead.
Tell them, Nick. Tell them.
So, Warner Brothers Discovery is looking to sell off half of its film and TV music catalog, including Batman.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo. Seriously?
We talked about the Forbidden Door in wrestling. Now the mouse is looking like it's almost time.
It's almost time.
That door,
it's
that door
so
is slowly
bad.
opening.
It's so bad. Like,
It's time to come back.
They're not selling off like the IP, like their ability to make Batman stuff move forward.
The rights, the whole kit and caboodle is up for grabs.
They're not selling off like the IP, like
Yep.
their ability to make Batman.
See, now even you're right. Nonfiction even said he says they've been shrinking the number of writers in the writers' room too. So they're taking hits. This strike is really starting to hit home. I think they're starting to see it.
And all
you can't pull out quality if you don't have the writer.
But it's amazing that all they have to do is cut the check. That's it. You can literally solve this problem overnight.
That's all they're asking for. It's not like they're asking for the moon and the sun and the stars. That's it. That's all they're wanting.
We just want some Tiddin, just like y'all get Tiddin on Sunday. Y'all can still get the entire collection plate. We just want 20%. You still get 80%. Give us our side. That's all we ask.
Yeah, we're not even asking for that much. It's crazy. So
I wonder what a 10% cut for the higher up people would amount to. If they took a 10% cut and gave these people that money.
But you know the messed up part about that is, Kira?
I know what it is.
I'm not the
you know what the thing about it is? I wish those books were public. What they actually make, because all you get is just the quarterly calls and things of that nature are public. I wish we could get a whole accounting from places like Paramount or Warner Brothers, or dare I say Disney, because if that was made public and you found out how much executive shareholders were all making, and then you get down to the writers and then special effects artists, things of that nature, and you see how much they're making, there'd be fires all over Disneyland right now.
Yeah. I truly honestly believe that not only will this strike change the landscape, but it's going to change the landscape across the board on everything.
Yeah.
Like whatever negotiations is brought up, I think it's going to, like, going forward, whether it's big screen or streaming, it's changing the entire landscape. We may end up going back because as you've seen, June has been a heavy month for movie releases. We've gotten a movie every week, every stinking week. We've gotten 2 movies at one point, which is why Elemental failed. It failed because it was like, where do you put it?
You can't pick.
You can't pick.
You just have to put a spot in it and say, we got to put it what we think might be the weakest film. You know, it's.
Listen,
what do you do?
All I'm saying is this: the drought is coming soon.
It is.
The writer's strike will take out several publications. It'll take out several studios, and the consumers are going to want content. That is where we come in.
Mhm.
Hi,
Mhm.
we are here to entertain you.
We are your oasis in the desert.
It's
Indeed,
gonna
we
happen.
got you, boo. We got you. Yeah.
Because
That's
if
why
you
we got
know anything,
capitalized.
if you know anything about this show, we know how to pivot.
Mhm.
You
I
got
got
the right camp right here.
Uh-oh, she got an
We
idea. Look
pivot.
out.
We don't
Put
just
it in the
talk
chat.
about
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, we don't just talk
Right.
about movies and television.
That's right.
No.
Type it in. Come
I'll
on.
type it.
Make the face and type it in.
Make the face.
Because I'm pretty sure that
Let
there'll
me do
be.
my Kermit the Frog.
Wait. Don't put your hand down and move it because that looks like something else.
That's for Blurred's Eye View After Dark. That's for After Dark.
Sir.
Wow.
Keep it above the microphone. Keep it above the
I'll
microphone.
put my head down
Thank
to
you very
pray.
much.
So it's like we said, the drought is real. It's coming. Folks, this just generation that was not around for 07 or don't remember 07 because they were too young. I'm about to find out real quick.
Summer children, you did not know the long winters before the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know not what you stumble into. Just know that you're moving forward.
They're gonna find out real. What's happening? This is the end.
You just want to be petty and go first time.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't been here before. Oh, here, have a seat. Here, watch a little thing we called Lost.
Wow.
And after you finish that, I introduce you to a show called Heroes.
There you go.
Not you must now know pain. I've suffered.
You talking about being on a high, and then you get to that point, and you just like, yo, what was it all for?
If From Sugar to Shit was a show.
Oh,
well, I will tell you
wrong.
If Chris and everybody is down with it, I will be the man on the ground in San Diego when I go to Comic-Con, and I can give you the scoop of how it's looking as far as the landscape of Hall H.
Hey, we're down. Mm-hmm. Say, are you going to see Tracy out there?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her we said, hey.
Nice.
Do a pop in. Tell her do a pop in. Oh, that's our
definitely
girl, our girl on the West Coast, Tracy Carr. Crazy car out there.
That's the plan. And
Lane's
I've seen there are a lot of people going. Grace is going to be there. I'm looking forward to just seeing so many people, and just it's a reunion for me because that con it just does something to your soul. I don't care who you
Davey,
are.
I have a request for you when you get out there.
Now I'm scared. What?
If you can get your hands on that copy of Victory that we talked about, and get it signed by a certain cosplayer who's on that cover, you my man.
No pressure at all.
Shout out to Godhood Comics. Nick's just got the freaking trade. I was trying to get it. I was trying to order it at work, and I'm like, I can't get it done. Stupid Wi-Fi at work.
Yo, that is a beautifully crafted graphic novel.
Yes.
They really took their time with the quality of the paper, the binding, the colors really popped, and oh my god, the story. Jesus Christ.
It hooks you in.
Like seriously, if for y'all in the room or watching live on television, on Always Press Record, if you have not read the antagonist,
you are doing yourself a severe disservice.
Yes.
And you can't help but cheer it on.
Yes, you can't help it.
It's just like, I likes this. I want some more of this. I need this.
I need it in my veins.
Right.
Wow.
You're just kind of like, it tastes good. I like it.
Yeah, shout out to the crew at Awesome Con. I mean, Black Folk with Comics came and showed out over that weekend.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Showed out. And I was blessed because I got to work with Artway Alliance. Shout outs to them cats for doing that. And one of the folks at the table was Jordan Clark as part of the Milestone Initiative. And he signed my copy for me.
Nice. That's okay. Because I'm gonna get Gray to sign my copy at BlurredCon. So
So will I.
Everybody's showing up.
You better not.
Showing out.
Nice.
You better not. Don't you one up me?
Everybody showing up and showing out. Like what the heck?
It's gonna be a party.
Just
If
showing up
y'all
and
don't know
showing
anything about BlurCon, you need to listen to every last person up in here because folks is gonna be showing up.
I'm in the
Yes.
It's gonna be a party. It's definitely gonna be a party.
I'm already mentally prepared. I'm trying to physically prepare for BlurCon because I already know what's going down.
Yeah, you never feel it until after you wake up the next morning. It's
On what day?
It's yeah,
Right.
like it's like when you because they were just like, you driving home, Chris? Yep. I don't know how, and it was like the whole ride home, 6 hours. I miss it.
All I know.
Only 6 hours from where you are?
Jesus.
That's between you
Oh.
and me in the ship.
That's between you and 90 miles an hour.
She is a trusty ship. She got me through it all.
It's all
Yeah,
making
And
sense
she
now.
bitching the whole
Right?
way. I'm tired of you and your heavy ass foot
That's
on
a
my
fact.
back.
She's like, come on. And I'm like, no, we do this together. No.
I know your neck of the woods now. I'm like, that is not 6 hours.
I push through. I'm a hustle.
He push.
Yes.
He riding. He ride.
Looking around, GPS is a beautiful thing.
That's a fact.
So that Waze app on.
Thank you. I'm about to
Okay,
say,
that-
Waves will let you know.
They be like, oh, I'm like, cut it back.
Popo. Cut that shit out.
Pick up that foot.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on Arnold Schwarzenegger, he'd be like, cops coming, get down.
Get down.
Like,
And when you hear
you
whoop,
got it, God. You got it.
Get down.
Get on the floor. Come on.
Oh.
You need that
I'm
whoop,
sorry.
whoop.
So I'm
Yelling
glad
at
you mentioned Arnold, because if you have not seen Fubar on Netflix,
Damn.
Mm.
it's like it's in the vein of True Lies. It's in the vein of True Lies,
Ooh.
but it's a series.
And
And
it's
it-
more
and it-
wrinkly.
Yeah, but it got renewed for a second season.
Okay.
In Extraction 2. Jesus.
Was very
Wait,
well.
is that
I haven't
out?
seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
I didn't know it was out until
Wow.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's
I have
so
not
good.
It got, I heard it got greenlit for a
It
third
did.
one. They're
It
gonna
got
do a third
greenlit for a
one.
third one. When you're
Okay.
sitting there like, yo.
Because that long take.
Yes.
Yep.
I would go back and watch that shit in theaters again.
That's a good one.
Like,
You're right. You're right, Will. That take they
When
were
the
doing.
long take was done, I wanted to throw money at the screen.
Oh, wow.
I needed to pay someone to allow me to watch that. That was
Oh.
I
I
mean,
need
it's
a suggestion of that.
okay. So remember, everyone here seen John Wick 4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Say
Okay.
what?
John Wick 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So remember the take they did, and it was an overhead shot, but it was like boom, 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 following from room to room. It's in that
Yes.
vein of just
Oh.
cinematography is coming such a long
Yeah.
way.
Cinematography's coming back. Put it that way.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
And it's strong.
So yeah, it's what's that? Been waiting for someone dope to recommend
Yeah.
Fubar, and in here you got it.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
Fubar is fun. It's a fun film or a fun series. It's Arnold. Come on. When
You have
Arnold
to
came,
watch-
when
you
the
have to
king
watch
of
it.
one-liners, have you heard anybody else do one-liners like Arnold? No.
You'll have to
No.
watch it.
You're a damn good lady.
I'm like, they corny, but he's the king of them, and it works.
You'll have to watch it.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick break.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the Blackening first.
I will fish through this one, that's for sure.
Yes. So stay tuned, people. Stay vigilant. Stay on point.
Stay black.
Stay black.
I was gonna say
please.
somebody gonna say it. Somebody was gonna say it.
Blackness.
I'm damn.
Yeah, you was Nick, you beat me to it.
Come on, man.
Blackness. You
Darkness.
gotta be a little brother fan to know that one. Now I'm about to go back and listen to their last album all over again.
Blackness.
We'll be right back.
I was eating. What commercial? Hi there.
This is a commercial break. This is your reminder to peep the podcast on all platforms and drop them a follow. And these are some more popular episodes that you can go ahead and check out after this one. Okay, I think I bought them enough time for whatever they're doing behind me. Cut it, Chris. Going back to my damn sandwich.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick round table. I'm gonna do a quick round table question.
Okay.
All right.
11.
These are black questions.
I was about to say,
questions that black
you gonna
folks
say
know.
the question that I died on?
Was it the Anviv question? No. All right. So we're gonna make it easy because it's plenty of them. It's more than we know. We'll start with Navy. Name one black person who survived a horror film.
My ex-wife.
Damn.
God damn.
We'll take it.
Are you the horror film?
I mean, that was said. That was said.
You would like to know. I can't.
That was said so smart.
JK. Sorry.
Christy knows. Christy knows. The Chitlin Circuit. Yes. All right. Nix.
You know, I gotta go with Love LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? The only man that's watched two horror movies at the same time.
There he is.
That's impressive.
That was very impressive. Don't do it again.
Cinematic assassin. Cinematic assassin. Name one black person that survived a horror film.
Buster.
All right. Laney, you're a horror aficionado.
Don't you steal mine.
A lot of people don't remember him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Dwayne Martin, Scream 2.
Oh,
I totally forgot about that.
Exactly.
All right.
I totally forgot about that.
I was like, please call me before Laney.
Black Spartan.
Keith David, The Thing.
Okay. Yes.
Woo! I almost didn't make it. Lady took mine.
Lady Mandalore.
Brandy.
Hey.
I'm always go with the tried and true because even Chloe said it. Roger.
Yeah.
Roger set the whole thing off. Go back to one of our Halloween episodes when we actually talked about who did that. So these were the type of questions that was asked in this beautiful film that had me dying from beginning to end, The Blackening. Great cast, funny premise. What would you do if you were in a horror movie and your entire crew is black? Who dies first?
Not it.
The audience.
Now, and here's the thing: we're not so much worried about the plot of the film. You know, it's a horror film. Most times, you don't really care about it. Group of friends go to the cabin, killers lit loose, and there's a game that's being played. That's the added touch.
Yeah.
But my God, was this hilarious! I couldn't stop laughing. Me and my wife would sweat laughing. That's the thing. Apparently, we were sweat laughing.
Like I said before, man, I just can't watch this in mixed company, man. I can't do it.
That makes it even better.
That's what makes it.
Because
you were showing out. You were like literally showing out. Like when they said this movie was designed for black people to yell at the screen.
That's an absolute. There was a couple times I did that.
They weren't lying.
Nix, you missed out so much because I have never seen so many scared rice cake warriors. Don't know if they want to laugh or not, and they look at me, and I'm sitting there stone faced, like I wish you would laugh.
Because I know me, man. I know me. I'm gonna look over to my left and right and see one of them laughing a little too hard, and I can get right. Like, what the fuck you laughing at?
like
you know that
I can see Nix now. You bet not.
You know that was the case, like being in a black comedy club, and you know you are gonna be watched depending on what you laugh at.
Yeah,
you already know. It's like
you know,
so the
rice cakes out there. You can't go see The Blackening. I'm not gonna see Matt Rife. Let's call it square.
Flat out. The tropes were all there. The comedy definitely was all there. Every bit. Everything was there, the stereotypes, everything, and it just works. It was written well. It was for a Juneteenth weekend which that was part of the reasons why they were getting together. Just really funny. It was, you know how John Wick was the breath of fresh air we needed. So was this.
Yeah.
So was this, you know, because it's a great premise. We never really thought about. I mean, it was joked about, you know, black people in a horror film. Nobody ever said if the whole crew was black. The whole crew. Now you figure like who's the blackest? That means that's who died first.
So let's ask this question here. In this crew, who would die first?
In this crew, I think we drive the person who's trying to kill us crazy. Because they're just like, yeah, you know what? This ain't it. I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't what you want, man. I'm telling you, this ain't what you want.
Yeah, I want to fight. I want to fight.
All it's gonna be is that we're going to put in a circle, and then we got weapons, and that's it.
Yeah,
we're not going nowhere.
Like,
we're not switching off.
I just want to talk. Just come outside.
Look. Here, let me discuss some things with you.
Next, who's above you? Because I see what you're doing.
What? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Who's above you, Nix?
Navy.
No, Navy ain't going down.
It's literally is.
I need that one to just kind of stand in the middle of the room, look at y'all, and go, "Yeah, I see who's gonna go first. So I'm gonna just sit over in the corner with my apple juice, and whatever happens, happens."
Apple juice, like apple juice, out the box.
Right.
See, that's why you're gonna die, because you're drinking juice. We drink, man.
You meant to say gin and juice.
Oh, okay.
Y'all can have gin and juice. I'm keeping my wits about me in the woods. Like,
thank you. That part.
You never heard Drunken Monkey style? Come on, man.
There was so many moments.
Funky,
okay.
No.
Yeah. No. Go with it.
There were so many funny moments in this one. There was so many standout moments in there, and it's stuff like that. Like there's literally a scene because it's what. Yeah, it was about 6 of them, right? 6. I think it was 6.
Yeah,
it was 6 of them. 6. It was 6 of them. And they decide, okay, because the killer keeps locking the doors around the house remotely. So they don't know how to keep getting trapped in the rooms. And so when the doors get unlocked, the killer says, you have 3 minutes to either hide somewhere else in this house or take your chances out in the woods, and it's dark. It's nighttime already. And so they make the decision of what we shouldn't be doing, what black folks should not be doing. Don't split up. So half of them stayed behind, the other half went outside. And you're sitting there in the theater, every decision that's made, you're responding. You are clearly responding to everything that's being said, and you can't help it because it's just you can't help it. You're there.
It's not even 5 minutes into the movie, and you what is it? Yvonne Orji?
Yeah, Yvonne Orji and Jay Farrell. Yvonne Orji and Jay Farrell.
Just the first 5 minutes of that movie, you're already like, I know y'all ain't going the fucking there. Straight off the bat.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't want to spend too much time on it because this other one we really gonna get into, but because it's not really spoiler with the Blackening. You know what it is going in. You know exactly what it is going in.
Yeah.
And you're taking everything.
I think I'll give it a try.
Oh, don't give it. You.
No.
Now you gotta go.
No. You gotta go.
Got to go.
You gotta go.
You
gotta go.
This is one of the ones that your black card is gonna get pulled if you don't go see this movie.
Which is probably one of the questions.
Fine, I'll go on Sunday.
Here with my whole life. I mean this.
I can't have
Fine, I'll go on Sunday. Good grief.
Make it Saturday. Make it Saturday night.
I gotta work. I gotta deal with Yu-Gi-Oh players, so I need something on Sunday to purge my brain.
That will be it.
People so used to Yu-Gi-Oh.
That will be it. And when I say you're going to sit back and really question a lot of things, not so much about your blackness, but
sorry,
it's the question about friends that I actually got right.
I couldn't remember the name.
She's shouting as she's running through the room.
I actually got that answer. I actually got that answer right because I'm like,
Archer.
I don't watch that shit.
Nah.
That part. I thought it was only. I knew one.
I was like,
I thought it was only one. And when they started saying others, I was like, wait, what? It was more than one? I said, okay.
I was like, I knew about Aisha Tyler, but I'm like, I don't watch
That's
that.
it. That was the only one.
That was the only one.
It was like, but when they said, "Oh, those were the wrong answers," but the answer I actually originally had was like, "Yeah,
yeah."
I don't only know about that through news articles."
Exactly. Because it was noteworthy.
She was a big name, so it was like, "Oh, that's nice." I'm gonna go there and watch Khadijah and the Crew. That's what I'm about to go to.
Exactly.
Wow.
Which was also the answer.
Which was the answer. That was the answer. The answer was all of those answers were wrong. The right answer was I don't watch that shit. I watch Living Single. That was the answer.
Because I swear to God, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, there's only one, and I couldn't even tell you. That was it.
So
I just remember it was so noteworthy.
It was. I was just like, me and the wife. Yep. Because we didn't watch this shit.
That's a fact.
So yeah, it's very much worthy of checking out. It's supporting Black creatives, definitely Black comedians and actors, and just we run. You know how we do. We run the thing. You know, I ain't seen a good horror movie, and normally I stay away from horror movies because it's thank God we got Lainey in the house because I'll be getting disappointed.
She watches horror films, so you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Thank God for Lainey, because I'm a little bitch when it comes to horror movies.
Look, she's watched some of them, and I'm like, oh, that poor soul. I would have never put myself through that pain. Because I can see Lainey's face like, this is garbage.
Oh no, that's exactly how I felt with Jeepers Creepers Reborn or some shit. That's exactly how I felt with. I didn't get past 10 minutes because I was like, yo, what? Nah, I'm good.
I was done with Jeepers Creepers after the first one. When you realized you couldn't kill him.
Well, that part.
I
was curious. I was curious.
So I gotta ask Lainey, what was the worst horror movie you ever saw that you actually watched all the way through?
Oh, I bet you Chris know that one.
What was it called? The Screamer? Or no, not the Screamer.
No. Oh God.
It was about the clown. It was a clown.
Terrifier too.
It was Art the Clown. It was Art the Clown.
Yeah.
The Gentrifier.
Is that it?
Terrifier.
Yeah.
Terrifier. The second one.
Terrifier 2.
Terrifier. Yeah.
That was absolutely the worst fucking shit I've ever.
But did you see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
No.
See, I've seen
that.
That
was
and I
so
think
stupid.
I think. Thank you. That's stupid. But Terrifier was even worse.
See, of all the stories they could have taken, Waldo is sitting right there. Waldo as a horror movie could have made money. That's all I'm saying.
That would rock.
Because as soon as you found Waldo, he offed you, and the legend just grew after that.
Boom. That's a fact.
Don't worry, I love you. Let me show you. Let me introduce you to my friends. I left them a long time ago. They became raving lunatics.
Actually,
but they still love me.
See,
a lot.
That's why. What is it? The writer's strike. They need to come to you. You will.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just to
get
the right person to play Waldo. Just be completely horrified, but don't say a word, but smile menacingly.
Bill Skarsgård.
Every time, that's all you hear.
That's easy. Skarsgård is easy. Try to think outside the box. I think like Will Ferrell, kind of.
Oh God, did you say Will Ferrell?
I said Will
New
Ferrell.
line.
Will Ferrell?
Out of here.
That's inspired.
Well,
I can see the tagline.
If Robin Williams, God rest his soul, was still alive, I put him for Waldo.
Jesus.
He can pull that off.
New
Can
line.
be funny and creepy at the same time. Yes.
Waldo? This
I
time.
mean, he convinced me 1 hour photo.
I am not a Will Ferrell fan. Sorry. Will
no,
Ferrell is
I'm
not
not
funny
either.
to me.
I agree.
That man is
I
not
think
funny.
That he would be a freaky ass Waldo, though.
Coming 2020.
I guess all I can hear now is
I guess if he could do it,
Backing
he
into
could
the
do
shadows.
Waldo, I guess. Okay.
This time, he's looking for you.
not New Line. He said not New Line.
New Line Cinema.
New Line Cinema.
New Line was known for that. New Line Cinema presents.
Boy, they had the VHS game locked down with the horror movies.
Yes.
Just ask the Puppet Master. Good Lord.
But I mean, now it's Blumhouse.
Yeah.
And Blumhouse
they
very hit and
rocking
miss.
it out.
I'm about to say between what? Nightmare on Elm Street in Live Cinema?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I was gonna say Nightmare.
It's Blumhouse and A24 starting.
A24, yes.
Starting to get in there.
A24 is rocking.
So
A24 is rocking consistently. Blumhouse is very up and down.
Yep. So it's go see The Blackening. Do not disappoint yourself. Don't lose your black card. You want to go see this, even if you haven't seen it, and you're the person of color.
But if
you're going to question to yourself, why didn't I see this sooner?
But if your boy says he voted for somebody twice, immediately he gets thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
Yes.
He gets immediately thrown to the wolves.
Yes.
Which was
the way they reacted was just so cool. Because I was like, "Yep, that shit is real."
Like, this motherfucker, he voted for him not once, twice.
If he told me, if he there and told me he voted for him twice, I'd pull a Shane from Walking Dead. He would call a legger. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I do know one of those.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
There's always one.
It makes you look. You like. Yep,
you lucky, Will.
Harriet was right.
About to say, not here.
Me too. I'm like, who? Y'all gotta keep it tighter.
No, just because
do I know them?
I know them. We're about to say the same thing that I think Chris was about to say.
Like
knowing
they
them
know
and
them
being friends
like work.
is some difference.
Yeah.
Nah,
like,
BK.
I know them.
I
don't hang out with
a few, so
exactly.
I'm stuck.
Like
I gotta see them every. I gotta see them every family reunion.
Yeah, I don't need that energy in my circle. I can't rock like that.
That is
Couldn't
a fact.
be me. Couldn't be me. He could not be me.
Because it would come, it will pop off my lips every 5 minutes. Yeah, whatever. Your opinion don't matter. So yeah, please check that out. You really need to peep that. Yes, nonfiction speaks. Oh, talk to me. Michelle Yeoh's in that one, isn't she?
Talk to me trailer.
I'm looking at it. I'm trying to look at see.
Yeah, I think Michelle Yeoh is in that one.
Yes, she is.
I have missed this. What is Talk to Me?
No, it looks promising.
Yeah.
It looks like imagine doing a Ouija board, but instead of a board, it's like a little like mannequin hand that you gotta dap up, and then
you gotta hold it while everybody else in the room is watching you talk to
yes.
it.
Yes.
Like a monkey's paw. Like a monkey's paw.
I have seen it. But only literally that trailer maybe came out before I saw it about maybe a week ago. Yes.
I'm holding a monkey's paw over a Ouija board.
It does look interesting.
How about a monkey board? Why the fuck would you do that? Either a monkey board or a Ouija board.
I think it's a hand. I think it's a real hand.
At this point, just add the
mannequin hand.
At this point, just add the little trap thing from Hellraiser, and we're good. You've covered all bases at that point.
It does. It's
why the fuck would you?
Which is funny because even in The Blackening, the one who voted for that person twice was like, "Well, I was using the Ouija board," and I'm sitting in the theater like, "Oh hell no!"
We was all right.
Red flags, multitude.
So what is that? That's a Ouija hand and a monkey board.
Here, before we go on to the next one, here's a small detail about me and Ouija boards. When we were kids, me and my brother had stayed up. It was the movie channel. And it was late at night.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard those 3 words in so long.
And they were showing Ouija board. That was the name of the movie. And we really didn't know the name of it because it was a little different. It was called Ouija. And we just so happened because my grandmother would always get like toys and stuff from secondhand stores and stuff because she had all these grandkids. So she just get stuff and throw it in the garage for us to play with. My brother was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Did you know Grandma had a Ouija board in the garage?" Nigga, it was 5 in the morning.
Oh,
5.
Yo, you gotta be
you listen, and that's what. Let me stop.
We went outside.
What?
We was grabbing this thing with napkins and setting it up by the garage, and we tore that thing to hell. We was throwing rocks at it and everything. We wasn't gonna be happy till this thing was just in pieces.
Kill it with fire.
Found grandma's demons napkin.
And then
kill it with fire.
And then my inventive ass, I done went and got like several trash bags. I put it in several trash bags. Not one.
So it couldn't reform.
You're right.
Oh yeah.
These Negroes out here playing Office Space with the damn Ouija board.
It's a symbiote. You gotta put in different bags.
Hey, we're not gonna trash. We're not gonna trash Office Space. Office Space told me, it was like, I don't really need this job.
Is this my red stapler? This is my red stapler. Can I have my stapler?
I got it right down.
So make sure you can have a stapler black. It can have my stapler.
Kill it with fire.
Oh nah, son.
we look. I told him it took my mother to wake up. Like, because we stayed in a quiet neighborhood. My grandmother stayed in a quiet neighborhood, so she was like, I kept hearing all this damn knocking. And she see us walking back in at 5:45 in the morning, tired because we sweating because we done rocked this thing. We had to tell her. We were just like
45 minutes.
45 minutes of destruction.
Of life saving. That's what I call it.
That's what it was. It was like, you don't understand.
Grandma, we had to do was a purge.
It was
purge,
Grandma. This is like my brother, he went through the whole thing, and I was just like, yep, that's how I went. I was the oldest. He's like, I'm like, that's exactly what we did. She looking at me, I'm like, yep, we tore it up. And all she could do was laugh. She's like, what is wrong with y'all? We seen it was evil. We destroyed it. You're welcome.
We are the heroes, Grandma. Now give us Pop-Tarts.
Give us Pop-Tarts. We're going to bed.
We will have Pop-Tarts.
Oh, but
yeah,
I've never seen another one in person after that, and choose not to.
How are they still in
Choose
business?
not to.
How are they still in business? That's my only question. It's been decades.
I got two words to answer that.
African Americans,
white people.
There you go.
Right.
White people.
Let's get this.
I was about to say the caucasity.
The audacity of the caucasity.
The Caucasiness. The Caucasiness.
Because blackly, we would not do it.
Exactly that term right there. We was waiting to use that term again.
Listen.
Like they be all up in Target and Walmart just sitting on the shelf, and I be staring motherfuckerly like.
You can do like this. I'm like, no.
Thanks. I like that motherfucker.
You know what would be fun? Not that.
Staying away from your ass. That's what's fun.
That's
so you saying everybody staying the night at your house? I'll go ask my mom. I ain't gonna ask her nothing.
Facts.
I will stay at home. So
nah. Laney, real quick. Have you ever heard of a horror movie that came out? Because when he mentioned Movie Channel, I remember seeing this on Cinemax years ago.
Critters.
Ooh, y'all showing y'all age.
Back when
tonight.
my face was shiny because I had no hair. It was called Evil Speak.
Ooh. Okay.
Yo, that one was so damn campy, but it was so wild, and I had nightmares for like 6 months after that.
Listen,
that was right.
You are feeding my soul right now. Okay,
I say that was right after 976 Evil. That's the response.
Yes! I've heard of that one.
Oh my gosh, yo, I forgot about that one too.
The video store was life on Fridays. I'm telling you,
man, let's go.
The video store was just, I mean,
you got some of the craziest shit out of them things.
Let's watch this. What is this? Oh,
we have the exclusive of Mother Jugs and Speed. Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good. Just give me the damn horror movies.
Circuit and Howard the Duck on beta.
All the Puppet Master movies, we got those from the movie. Oh,
Newcastle, they was on one, boy. God,
man.
Man. So here we go.
I hate you, Nick. I hate you.
If y'all can see the chats, y'all can see our back behind the stage chat. It's just ridiculous.
Screenshot.
So this next one, this
you know what,
next
Nick,
movie.
I agree. I was right there.
I was
right there too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, and part 2.
Yeah, I was there.
Damn.
1981.
Shit, that was 1981. Shit.
Okay, I was one.
The 80s.
I wasn't here.
The 80s was a different beast. It was a completely different beast.
I got one. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I ain't gonna say it out loud.
So another movie came out the same weekend as the Blackening.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For both things.
Jesus Cristo.
Oh.
That a stretch for this.
Breathe, just breathe.
All right,
Please
here
breathe.
we go. Here we go. So Batman and Friends dropped over June 16th.
Drop
I love it.
Operative word.
I love it.
No,
Michael Keaton
seriously,
and Associates.
Michael, that sounds like the law firm. Michael Keaton and Associates.
Michael Keaton and them niggas.
No, but seriously,
Mike and them. Wow, he was so. Oh, I see. So blitzy froze.
yeah,
Oh.
For so many reasons. So I'm gonna start off with some of the good that I could gather.
There we go. Start with love.
We start with some of the love. So what were the pros and what were the cons? Pros
Con was the money that was paid to go see the movie.
I did not pay full price.
She took the tram instead of the donkey. It's the same price. The pros. The storyline is decent. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Ben Affleck had a nice, very, very good chase scene. I wish we got more of that. Michael Keaton
cooked.
Standout performance.
Let's go.
Stellar.
It's like
Right.
he never
That's
missed
what I
a
was hearing.
step. He never missed a step.
I was here for it from the time they teased it. It was all Keaton.
That boy was sauteing in that saucier pan in San Antonio.
A little bit of flambe.
Man, he was in there cooking, boy.
Patio.
I gotta get
crab
that
apple.
sound, boy. It was a crab apple. When I was saucier back in San Antonio.
Oh no.
Really?
I'm gonna start. We're gonna start with the pros. We start with Lady Mandalore. What were the pros for you?
Michael Keaton, 1989 Batman, 89 Bruce Wayne. Free movie
Crazy.
Comprehensive.
free movie ticket.
Praise it.
That's comprehensive.
Yes.
Praise it. Praise it.
Supergirl was she all right. She all right. She could have came back. She could have came back. I would have been all right with that. A little bit more her.
More character development with that one. I liked her. I did like her showing. I just wanted more from her,
Yeah. I feel like that. I mean, it was funny
It had some moments, definitely.
to laugh at. That was good. It was all right. Yeah, that's it. Those are my pros.
All right.
Those are my pros.
Black Spartan. What was your take? What was your pros? What was your pros?
Keaton, that's all I got.
Y'all
Y'all literally heard me in the chat. Well, Kira saw what I said. Kira saw what I said in the chat. That's it. I mean, like y'all said, Keaton didn't miss a step. It was almost as if he stepped off Batman Returns, was like, hey, I'm back 30 years later, but what's up? Didn't miss a beat. But that is the only bright spot of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Montiel.
As a longtime comic book fan, I had fun. I had fun with the movie. Of course, Michael Keaton, he came through like the boss that he is, reprising his role, making it look easy, like he just bookmarked it from before, but he started getting stupid with Val Kilmer and George Clooney and all the other posers. Sorry, I'm biased, okay? Sasha Calle as Kara. Nice surprise, very nice surprise. I was actually pleased with what they did with her. Not too much, not too little. They didn't make her some whiny, emotional. She just like, nah, fuck you, and she just started just stomping into people. That's what I wanted to see.
Motherfucker in the move.
That's what I wanted to see.
She is not her cousin.
No, I like the concept of bringing in about Flashpoint without making it Flashpoint, kind of giving it its own life. And that to me made it so, okay, I see where they're going with this because they're not beating the same story in the head, although they're taking the premise, but they took it in a different path that I didn't expect.
Right.
But overall, it was a fun ride. I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was great. So yeah, I'll bow my head and go back to sleep. Wake me up when it's my turn again.
Nix, because I know the Flash is one of your favorites.
This is how my pros for the movie. Of course, Keaton cooked like he was sauteing.
That man was in it. He was in it to win it.
Damn it, Black Spartan.
I did like the take they made with the Flash's mom and made her Spanish.
It was different.
Yeah, I appreciated that ethnicity change there. That was pretty good. The emotions they did capture the emotion pretty good. I mean, as someone who has mourned the loss of people before, you would really do anything to get them back, regardless of what it would affect the universe. So I definitely felt that emotion part of it. The jokes, like Kira said, they were good to laugh at. So that was that. The fan service portion of the movie I thought was incredible. But I've said before, it was like watching a great gymnastics routine, and then the landing was just not stuck at all.
Yeah. Yep. Cinematic assassin.
All that stuff y'all said. Keaton, of course. Sasha, really liked her turn. I guess I gotta be the one to say it. Ezra Miller did a great job with the dual role situation.
Wait a minute.
Why you take mine? Why you take mine?
Ain't no way.
No, I agree with that. That's what I was gonna say. I agree with that.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
He took out what I was gonna say.
Well, Lady is ready to come through the screen, y'all.
No.
Y'all gonna see my face. Y'all gonna see my face.
I'm gonna go on mute. But I agree with Will.
I'm just saying, like, to have an entire movie on your back essentially, and you have to give us two distinct characters.
Yes.
That felt distinct the entire time, and to have to be as annoying as young Barry had to be to make us like not hate old or original recipe Barry as much.
Original recipe.
And then, like Nix was saying, they really delivered on the emotional notes, especially with the mom throughout, and especially at the end. It's like, I feel like I came into the film, much like a lot of people, with my personal feelings about, real life Reverse Flash. But upon watching the situation, it's like, did a good job.
Oh, you mean
not a bad actor at all. Like, can't knock the hustle. All the shit you did in Hawaii, like, don't do that no more. Sit down somewhere. But like the actual product on the screen, it was an A.
Laney.
Will took everything I was gonna say. Because for me, like, one of the best things, I'm gonna go backwards to go forwards and cross to Marvel for a second. But for me, one of the best things about the first Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man, was watching William Dafoe in that mirror. When he does that, like, I'm gonna be Green Goblin, then I'm gonna be me. Like, that shit was just great. I love seeing actors who can do things like that, right? So, like, when Ezra, and don't get me wrong, because when we talk about cons, I'm probably gonna say something very similar to what I'm saying as a pro. To Will's point, you have an actor that is carrying two distinct, very different, emotions, very different portrayals of one personality. That is crazy to me, and I love seeing that. And I honestly think, for that reason, he did a good job. And I'm like I said, I'm just gonna echo what Nick said and what Will said. from personal experience, that third, when he went back to kind of like just have that apology, that broke me. That actually broke me in the Flash series when they did the same kind of thing in that finale. That broke me because I felt that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it. I mean, y'all said Keaton, so I can't say that too.
Yes, you can. Say it.
Oh, thank Keaton, obviously.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead, Karen.
Wait, I got one more positive. Because I didn't keep all the way up with the Flash show because I couldn't do it. But I swear for Lord, I be telling these regular ass folks I know, like, the Flash can get busy. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, my man can just walk through solid walls. It's like, no, he can't. Like, yes, he can.
You can phase
your chest and stop your heart whenever you feel like it, son.
Yeah.
So the fact that Faith was in the film, I was very appreciative. I relinquished the floor. Okay.
Real quick, can I say something real quick? I wasn't gonna say anything about the dual portrayal, but you got to give it to Ezra Miller. He had a really big job, and I think portrayal of not only two characters at two different ages and still trying to make it look distinctive. It's not easy. We've seen people try to portray that before, and guess what? It was ass on a cracker, and I never wanted to watch the movie ever.
But at the same time, though, I mean, we've seen other actors capture duality way better than what he did. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't whack.
Okay,
I have seen actors capture duality way better than what Ezra.
That's true, but we can't compare him to his performance to others because they're not the same caliber of actors.
But I kind of want to because
that's not fair.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Is Kara sipping tea?
The movie's what's the guy's name? James Avery, the guy in Split. The man gave multiple different
James. Oh, McAvoy.
I apologize. McAvoy.
I'm like, wait a minute. Ain't he passed?
I don't remember that movie.
Ain't he passed on?
Damn.
You bringing zombies back from the dead and judging them. I don't know about that.
Uncle Bill's a great man, but let me still get this point across. The man did duality in like 11 different people. Believable horror movie. Still believe it's one of my top 10. Reverse Flash, basically talking to himself. And also Multiplicity. Thank you.
I forgot about Multiplicity.
Multiplicity is also a good one too.
What's your name?
The point I'm making is it's just that here's the reason why I say it wasn't believable, because it got to the point to where your best friend is yourself in the movie, and that you literally had a not an angel and devil situation, but you literally had two sides of the brain basically talking to each other for 2 hours out of the movie. It was campy. It didn't work. At times, it felt borderline creepy. That's why I'm saying I can't give the man credit, because number one, if you're going to basically create a paradox by talking to yourself in the current timeline and yet not destroying the universe, you basically just crapped on what makes the Flash great. I said it.
Lady Mandalore?
Y'all know he wasn't in 80% of that movie, right? Y'all know he wasn't. I mean, I know y'all gonna say, what are you talking about? Let me tell you what my young eyes see.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get your notepads.
I went to go see this movie in IMAX initially. Chris, I told you.
Yeah,
we
talked about it.
I thought, big screen, 10-story foot images, Didn't notice anything. I went to a regular digital ass screen. Not even the next day. Almost every single scene that he is in is a CGI copy of him. He is not in those scenes. There are not two people. He did not film one portion and then go to the other. Those were computer generated images. I have never been so sure of something in my entire life. You're was
gonna
not
make me go broke on a
together with
Sunday. I
himself
see
in
how this
those
gonna
scenes.
work. You're gonna make my ass go broke on a Sunday to go see this shit again.
I promise.
You give me my money back at BlurCon. That's all I gotta say.
He had a stand-in. He has a stand-in. He does have a stand-in.
But he's still not even the stand-in is just CGI'd over. There is a scene where it's the two of them. One of them's in the foreground, the other one's in the background. I think the one in the foreground, you see stroke face in the CGI.
Why does it sound like the name of? That's what you call a villain. It's a new villain, Stroke Face.
It is.
What are we talking about?
If you're looking at the screen, if you're looking at him on the screen, it's the right side of his.
Well, what
face.
are we talking about though? Are we talking about the effects that weren't done? Or are we
I'm talking about
the
him.
Thank you. And that's what I wanted to say to Will, to Will's character, but it's fine. Thought process.
We can fight. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Lord.
We can fight.
Lord, the family reunion is about to get real. Let's go.
But you can go see this movie again, Will. And then when I break your heart because I told you the
do
truth,
I have to
don't wanna hear
referee a
nothing.
fight at BlurCon? I am not down for this.
No.
Look, it won't be.
No, Will, you got to get there early. You got to get there on the
Look
6th.
here, look here.
You can't have
It
no
won't.
drama.
It won't be in front of the folks. It's a family
It
business.
don't matter. There's gonna be soft tissue violation involved. I don't know how to feel
we
about
ride
this.
the same ship together. This is just what we do.
It's fine.
No, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I love you.
So the reasons for its failure. Now, Screen Rant has 15 of the biggest factors that could be it's a historic bomb.
It should have been in reverse. I saw it. I saw this fucking list.
You seen it? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Nick. I'm with you. It's tough at the box office. No, it is not. That's a cop out. We want well writing done for stories. We just don't want stuff thrown at us. We are here for John Wick. We are here for Volume 3 of Guardians. We are here for these stories.
Here's another reason why it's a cop out. Because you have to remember the audience you're catering to. And we are comic book fans. And nothing against any other fandom, but comic book fans are some of the smartest fans that are out there.
And most rabbits.
You can't just throw shit to a wall, expect for it to stick for us, because we're gonna dissect that shit not only canonically,
Green Lantern,
source material. We're gonna dissect it by cinematography because we've seen what bullshit looks like before,
Green
and
Lantern,
and how great it can be now.
Exactly.
Green Lantern.
So that was a big ass cop out.
Yeah,
which leads comic book fans off completely.
Which leads to number 2. Superhero fatigue is real. Sort of. No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is looking at possibly making $1 billion.
Listen, James Cameron, if you wrote this list, just come forward. If James Cameron wrote this list, just come forward.
Because a lot of what was on this list, I don't agree with. The best superhero movie ever, which was the narrative they were going with, didn't work. That's true. They kept the hype train on this thing was so big.
Yeah,
they made it seem like this was the thing that was going to change this landscape, and it didn't.
I'm gonna have to hop at
not at all.
Jimmy G.
And even that last scene could have.
Yeah,
that last scene.
You really there were scenes.
The way that they said that the scene was supposed to end was actually not about George Clooney. It was supposed to be that he didn't even know what was happening, and then that could go into the new DCU. You see what I'm saying? The fact that they just fan service that last scene, which made no sense.
No,
yeah, because if you're going for it, you turn it into an Elseworlds type situation.
Because you want to know what I took from that? I'm like, okay, Barry, you fucked up the timeline. You're trapped.
Yeah,
you're fucking trapped.
And that could have been intriguing.
Yeah,
that could have been intriguing.
So now number 4 is James Gunn's DCU makes the whole thing moot. This is true.
True.
I agree with that.
Or we could throw it in a submarine.
Stop.
We gonna do this
now.
We gonna do this? Really?
William,
I'm gonna put myself in timeout so I don't have to. I can't put you in timeout.
I'm right behind you.
When they go low, we go high, William.
Yes.
Wow. All I have is good. Oh my God.
There we go. You can't see me, but you can hear my shame.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. So number 5 is confusion and conflict with the CW. No, there's no confusion. No, there's no conflict.
Again, we're smarter than that.
Yeah, We just didn't like the fact that you used that the CW was using Barry Allen, and then here you go using Barry Allen for the live action for the film. It didn't. You got Wally West. You could have done it. You could have. I don't know why you didn't, but you could have done it. Incredibly tight limitations of the multiverse.
Limitations. It's the
They just
multiverse.
they explain. Yo,
Okay,
love this
Kira. Wow. Kira
Mind you,
almost exploded on screen.
This is not our list. Let's put that out there. This is a list from Screen Rant. So this is not our list. The nostalgia does nothing wrong. You gave us Keaton. Perfect point, in fact. During that battlefield scene, and he kept trying to bring everything back. The other Barry kept trying to bring him back. He was like, I can bring you back. What does Batman say? That's okay. You already did. I read that as we've been wanting him back for so long, and we got him back.
Exactly. That last comment. It's the multiverse. There are no fucking limitations. Exactly.
That's it. Exactly. That. So
tell me you don't know nothing about what you're doing without telling me you don't know nothing about what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It don't.
So, oh no, I don't know. Yeah, they wrote this. Screen Rant wrote this article.
Screen Rant is not what it used to be.
Can I also comment on the trope of the the Iris West being
list.
black?
This is their list.
Wait, why is it got to be a trope?
They literally copied it from the CW. Like Iris West, when we first discovered her, she was the caucasity of caucasity, okay? And then they put her on the CW. Guess what? This chick got a tan and an attitude.
To that, I'll say this.
And was fine.
When the New 52 rebooted, we did get I wouldn't say black, but she's definitely not white. Iris West.
Indigenous. How about that?
Yeah. So she's definitely not white. So I think
Filipino.
We took a page out of that book, and we got the lovely Candace. Now, personally, the CWs. Let me cook. We got
the bigger spoon because you're stirring kind of slow. Use the big spoon.
We got a sexy Candace in the CW, but this Candace, we kept it in that same vein, and she was cute, very cute. But when you think about how the source material changed the New 52, it's on par.
Yeah. Number 8, The Flash's super long lead marketing. This thing's been cooking for like 5 years.
What they talking about lead marketing? Just say it. That's not a lead marketing. That's
everything
delayed as fuck. That's not a lead
It
marketing.
was pushed back 3 fucking times.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out last year. Flashpoint for a lesser proven Flash. And I guess you can some side effects. Audience don't love this version of the DC universe. That's kind of on par.
Yeah, because they've been used to the CW. CW was a literal proper introduction for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And when you go to the cinematic side, now you've switched from this cast that people have come to know and love to this cast that you've had to remanufacture.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. I live in Norfolk, where Grant Gustin, I knew him as a kid because he used to come to my job and play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is this a light flex?
Wow.
No.
It is.
But what I'm saying is because when we found out that he was going to be the Flash in the CW, we were proud because I knew he was going to be talented. But at the same time, doggone it, Nick.
I'm a time for a different reason.
The time is damn near perfect. But when we knew the Flash movie was coming out, the first thing I said is Grant would be perfect because everybody's used to his portrayal as Barry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch their listing up because I actually agree with this number 11, so I'm gonna move it. They said the writer strike hurt wider promotion. No, that's not what did it. That ain't what
Absolutely not.
Fucking done.
Yeah.
Y'all had 4 years. You had 4 years.
This
Which
list
is it? Y'all had too much time or not enough?
This list is trash.
It's a trash list they came up with.
This list is trash.
I probably agree with a third of what's on this list. They said the press tour was weakened by no other. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I think it made stronger, actually.
Yeah.
What?
What
What
did they said the press tour was weakened by no Ezra Miller or Michael Keaton.
He was at the fucking red carpet.
Well, that was the options. That was the options that the movie there. Me and Chris said it before. They only had 3 options. It was either 1, you were going to hide the crap out of Ezra Miller until the movie popped up. 2, you were going to promote him but give him very limited exposure. Or 3, you're going to let him go out there and do every interview and question and whatnot. And this is after all the mess he did. All they did was just take option number 1.
They took the lesser known or the least of their issues and used it. Now these reasons I agree with. The Ezra Miller controversies.
That was his tour.
That was
his tour.
Yeah. that was an issue because I went in thinking if you wasn't such a trash person, the only problem you would have had, which is what another one I agree with, the bad CGI narrative. Now there were scenes that worked fine, but that scene they did when he's in the chrono ball, that's why I call it the chrono ball, and they start showing certain scenes,
the hamster ball.
Right.
There is literally a scene they have when they show Kal-El punching him from Justice League when they brought him back from the dead. I'm like, why would you CGI that when you could have easily took that clip and slapped it? You could have CGI'd the rest where you don't really see it, but you could have put that clip right there and just copy paste. It's not that hard.
You
got a scene where he sees both his parents as when he's coming into that new timeline, and they show his parents celebrating his 18th birthday and everything else. You had the actors there. Why did you need to CGI that?
As much as I love DC, Warner Brothers is in a toxic relationship with my baby, and she needs to get out.
You gonna be the Shamar Moore with the braids, huh?
Shamar Moore with the braids.
Shimon.
She needs to get out of this relationship with this nigga.
Look, so this is what it is. This is what we know what we were here for. We got what we were here for, right?
Right.
It was Keaton.
Wait, Will, what were you gonna say, Will? You had your hand up and everything waiting.
What was you gonna say?
I didn't get what I wanted.
No, I was gonna say, like, I read about the bad CGI before I saw the movie, and I saw the director was just like, "Oh no, it's supposed to look like that." I was like, "Come on, son." I genuinely believe that the Chrono Bowl, that was an artistic choice. Now them damn flying babies and the dog,
the baby shower scene,
that was horrible. That was horrible.
The dog looked better. The dog looked better than the babies. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the babies was hot shit.
Yeah, Warner Brothers budget. This is what y'all do.
Like we didn't need to close up. Like as long as you didn't do close up of babies' faces, you were okay. But the minute you called a close up, I'm like, that shit looks weird.
This is probably why DC will not be there, because you know if they get Hall H, that line for questions is going to be ridiculous.
Probably smart on their part.
Ridiculous.
Probably smart. So in an article that was written for, I want to say Superhero Eye, Zach Mulligan, who was one of the VFX artists who worked on the movie, explained the reasons behind the poor CGI. He says in the video he posted on his TikTok, he described how the VFX companies, are hired by Marvel and Warner Brothers. It's a bidding game. They put it, and we talked about it earlier on here. They're under these insane amount of stress to meet these deadlines. They need the sequence. He says if it looks like that was made in a week,
it probably
was because it was made in a week
or less, probably.
They state how many shots they need for a sequence, and the VFX studios places the bids to work on the film. The workload in each shot varies, yet it's still considered one shot in the total quantity. Because of this, the VFX artists are forced to work relentless hours, overtime almost every day, including weekends. These cats is overworked, man.
And it's crazy how they layered that, because he said like one shot could be just,
erasing a wire or something.
Yeah, but then another shot could be that plus a color change or
fire.
Yeah, it's like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing what we're finding out now about behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the writers, the VFX artists, to the not producers.
But that just adds more to this whole thing about why they're striking. It's like, if you
Mhm.
think about it, it's like we were kind of, and not to throw it back to Marvel, but yes, for a good long time, we were lost in the sauce with Marvel. We loved every movie up until a certain point, which all of them were coming out. We all thought them were great. We didn't see the underlying issue of artists, writers, graphic designers, all being put under these crazy ass Amazon-like deadlines. So it's only now that, you know, as we're going through it, that you see, especially on the DC side, again, with a budget, because it should be similar to the mouse, this is what you wind up with. And then the director, I know we already covered that, saying, well, this is how the Flash would see it. No, that's weak sauce. You're gonna sit there and tell us something like, oh, this is how the Flash
they put that man under the gun for that one. I was like, that was a bitch made move. I'm sorry. That's just what that was.
But you know,
and they made him do that.
Because
I know he don't believe that. I know he don't believe that.
Here's my thing: if you're the director and you're now about to go do Star Wars, you've already gotten to go ahead and do Star Wars. We're gonna shush that.
You and I was here, Chris.
I'm the only one concerned. I'm the only brother concerned.
No,
we're not speaking
I feel like Clinton in the Blackening. I'm the only one concerned right now.
Oh God! No.
I'm sorry, the black person you're trying to reach is no longer in service. If you feel it reaches Negro in error, please hang up and try your word again.
So here it is. So speaking of the director, he said, you know, we seen the nostalgia did not hurt this film. It actually helped. Where it hurt at, where it hurt was how it looked. So we're talking about, like he says, Nicolas Cage. That wasn't a CGI scene. They actually shot a scene with Nicolas Cage because he was supposed to do Superman back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And Superman Lives. But that's still CGI. Like you could tell. You can clearly tell, like, yeah, you did shots. The Christopher Reeve and the Helen Slater shot. Nice nods, but they stay, you know, the fact that you
CGI.
Yeah, like you could have brought it in and then been done with it, but it was focused so hard on their faces that you notice it. You know, who else was it? To this day, I thought that was Teddy Sears from the TV show Flash as Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
That looked like Teddy Sears. Teddy Sears has said himself that wasn't him. And I'm like, well, don't tell me that was John Wesley Shipp as Jay Garrick, because
it sure wasn't, because it did not look like him.
Right.
So I don't know who that was supposed to be.
That whole piece was fumbled.
Yeah.
Like,
so
visual,
I mean, other than the Adam West and Cesar Romero being the Joker and Batman, and you really see it. You hear the voices and you see the chase. They took a scene and they put it in there, and it wasn't even CGI. It was like, that's what you do. You do that. Why couldn't you do that?
They ran out of time, and I don't understand how they ran out of time.
My biggest,
or they ran out of money.
4 years.
My biggest problem with this whole movie was is that the Flash, when we first heard the movie was coming out, the premise stated that it was supposed to be loosely based
on Flash.
Yeah,
it was.
And with
real loose,
all the bullshit,
diarrhea loose.
With all the bullshit that occurred with Ezra Miller. No, she right. With all the bullshit that happened with Ezra Miller, and with all the crazy shit that happened with the DCEU and how it fails, this was the perfect time to use this movie to stay in that same vein and give us the reset button that we should have gotten.
Agreed.
And we did not get that.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed me off more than anything, because this could have been the perfect time to reset everything to make way for James Gunn's vision to start coming to fruition.
That's fair.
We could have got introduced to new faces and new characters. We could have got the fucking letter scene, which I was praying we got, but we didn't get that.
We weren't gonna get that. I know the letter scene. I'm agreeing with you, Nick, but we weren't gonna get that. As much as hard hitting as the letter scene would have been, we were not gonna get that.
As someone that is not of the Church of DC, would you please explain?
So the letter scene that they're speaking of is in Flashpoint, where Thomas Wayne has written a note.
I've heard of this.
And Barry takes it back to his regular timeline and gives it to Bruce. And this is one of the times we see Bruce shed a tear.
Man, ball like a baby.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't they? But they did it in the animated series, right?
They did it
in the animated.
Right.
Yeah, they did it in Flashpoint Paradox, but they didn't. Yeah. They had the opportunity to do it in the movie. Not only did they fumble the ball, they stuck a screwdriver through it and tossed it in the trash.
And see now, and this is and here's another cop out. Yeah, that scene. That scene right there. And here's another cop out. They were banking everything. They said, "Oh, we had a Batman and Beyond in the can, and it depended on the success of the Flash." No, it didn't. You didn't need that. You didn't need that.
Not agree. You don't need that.
There hasn't been one person that I've heard or talked about this movie that was saying, "Oh, I don't want to see Keaton." Fuck that. Everybody wanted to see Keaton.
That's all anybody's been talking
and to see
about.
him as grumpy old Bruce and Batman.
It was like,
that could have worked.
Yeah, like we
could have worked
as
hard.
long as you brought him back, that's all we cared about.
Pretty much.
Honestly, we were gonna get Keaton and Batgirl. I'd rather have seen that shit.
That plan that they had, he was supposed to be like the Nick Fury of their world going forward. He was going to be the one that kind of bring everybody together and bring this in. Now all this shit done unfolded. Somebody over there with the money that WB is bleeding right now, somebody leaked that Batgirl.
Somebody got it.
They need to.
Somebody got
it. Somebody should just open the door of the vault.
There are 7 different podcasts and channels in this chat right now. Give it to one of us.
Listen, that part.
Wildfire.
All of the above.
It's wildfire. Because it's gonna be a mass text. I'm like, did you get it? Yep, got it. All right.
And give it.
I'm about to say joint release
in this house. It is mail exclusively. No.
We literally
tell you what. That's gonna be the first Patreon. $5. That's all we looking for. It's $5.
CD-ROM.
I'm on it. They gonna come.
I'm gonna handle the money.
Put it on CD-ROM. Okay, there you go.
CD-ROM.
No. Hey, you are showing it. You are showing it, bro.
Live in this
not on DVD rival. That's about
DVD RAM. Yeah. DVD
ROM. It's on a certain page.
They're gonna release it on LimeWire.
So now Fiction says, how do you guys feel about? How do you feel to know that since the Flash is bombed, that a Keaton Batman Beyond more than likely won't happen now?
It was never gonna happen.
It was never
gonna happen. This is it's just them talking because fans made this happen.
Shut up, Nick.
Fans was talking this. They wanted that.
That's how you should do it. That's how you should do it. That's exactly how you should do it.
Yo, kid, that would be phenomenal.
That is
absolute fucking.
What you say, Nick? What you say, Nick?
You gotta say that. You gotta say that.
I gotta say
it. Chris.
So Nick was in our private chat. He says, "I'ma hide it on Pornhub." So.
Genius.
Boom.
173, page 173, 75, somewhere in there.
Just put it on dark guacamole. Nobody will see it coming.
Put it on X Hamster. Nobody will watch.
Right.
So we know what you guys do. Lord. You and the wives.
We chronicle adventures.
What you doing? It ain't what you think, baby. It ain't what you think. It's a script. It's like it's.
He said.
I'm reading the review.
It's a great cover. It's a great cover because guys get caught up like it ain't what you think. It's a script. I like it for the script.
Video
Next, it looks like you're typing. What are you typing, sir?
How I would do it because that's the first appearance of Batgirl, so I might somehow hide it within some sort of a code.
Just say Fred. Just say Fred Cowgirl.
She appeared in Detective Comics 359, so I would hide on page 359.
It's all in the details. It's all in the details.
You have to know your history to find
it. We were never going to get a Batman Beyond. We wanted one because let's face it, Keaton is at that age that he could played an old Bruce. He's done it already. It's shown the proof. His
hair is exactly the way it should be in real life.
His hair is exactly.
Him as Dark Knight would have been perfect. That would have been fucking perfect.
It was there. So we're never going to get a Batman Beyond. We know what the hangups were with this film, and one of the major hangups is Ezra Miller. The other one is the CGI. And you can tell now, and now that the stories are coming out about the VFX departments getting just basically bogarted and forced to finish under these crazy deadlines, now we really know. And it's unfair to the fans. It's unfair to them, to meet such a demand. And the fact that you had 5 years, you said, oh, we're done completing it. We're just doing some reshoots. Okay. Now what? When this shit was going down, it happened during COVID? So it's like, okay, you're doing reshoots. Where's Grant? We know this universe is dying. This universe is dying. It's dead. It's not dying. It's dead. This universe is dead. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but they showed all the numbers that the DCEU films have made. Man of Steel is up the top. Surprisingly, Suicide Squad is at the top. Wonder Woman's at the top. Aquaman's at the top. Surprisingly, BVS is at the top. The Suicide Squad, which was the one that James Gunn did, made only $26 million. However, it was never really released fully in theaters. And yet, it's the better of that run. So now what? Now your last film that's in this vein of the universe is Aquaman. Nobody cares.
And coming from the next movie, it's not always going to care about that one either.
Well, Blue Beetle is the only one that is separate.
Blue Beetle is the one reason, Kara.
I think Blue Beetle's like an Elseworlds.
I don't know anything. Honest to God, I don't know anything about Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle is the only one that James Gunn himself has said he is a DCU character in his universe.
Yeah,
there's no tie.
So
to the
this
DCEU.
this is the first film from his universe.
Yeah,
Blue Beetle.
Yep.
Weird way to kick it off, but okay, I'll stick around
because that means that just tells me that there's no ties to anything in the past.
As long as he puts Ted Kord in that movie somewhere, I won't blaspheme his name.
know the wife of Ted Kord is there, so I'd like to see who Ted Kord is if they mention it, because
that's all I care about. Because that was my Blue Beetle. Okay,
so.
Back in my day, we had Ted Kord.
Good Lord.
He didn't have a scarab. He had a suit and a flying car.
I think that is.
It was a Beetle car.
I'm giving the Flash a 6. I'm giving it a 6. Is it a fun watch? Yeah, but knowing what we know and how this came out, it was just kind of like, yeah, at this point you're just kind of limping. You're just limping, and I didn't expect any. I went in underwhelmed. I came out whelmed, and I'm just like, okay, this is okay. Ezra Miller has some decent scenes, especially the one when he says goodbye to his mother. And the duality thing, I got that. I get exactly what you were saying. Cinematic assassin. So I get that. Keaton, Keaton has always been a standout. Sasha Cali had a nice standout, but Barry, you actually lived to see yourself become the villain. And that was, so anything they say at this point, anything about this movie at this point, like, oh, we had plans for a sequel and Zoom was gonna look. That ship has sailed, my guy. This world is dead, and it keeps dying. When did this? It started dying. It started dying after Suicide Squad. It wasn't a nail in the coffin, but that's when it started. Not James Gunn, not James Gunn Suicide Squad. It was just it just wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to James Gunn that it came out.
I want to push that needle a little bit farther back.
I was gonna say Justice League. Just as soon as Ray Fisher started to come out, that's when it when it turned.
Yeah, okay,
I go far.
I was about to say that.
We knew it was over. We saw Man of Steel.
Hey. Man of Steel wasn't
horrible.
Watch your mouth now. Watch your mouth now.
Yeah, Man of Steel was not horrible.
I'll down that hill. Man of Steel was mid.
Man of Steel was mid.
Man of Steel was great.
How so?
I will down. How so?
Oh my
How so to me or Spartan?
No, how so to Black Spartan?
Why do we need? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
First and foremost, if Man of Steel was supposed to be the origin standpoint, number one, why is he still at the point where he's still arguing? He's still arguing within himself on whether to kill or not kill. By the time Zod shows up, he literally should have been solidified in that. At the same time, how did the Phantom Zone get introduced? How in the world did Zor-El, out of all people in the movie, become more popular than Superman?
What's Russell Crowe?
Again, the whole entire tempo of the movie was in true Snyder fashion disappointing. That's why I said it was mid.
Let's talk about that for a second. Normally we don't, but let's talk about this for a second.
I thought it was depressing, but I don't know if it was. I thought it was mid.
I think his telling of it was out of order. Man of Steel, the way I know what you're saying, the way it was shot, it was out of order. It was like you're doing something current, then you're doing a flashback. It was
very arrow-like.
Yeah. Visually, fantastic.
Visually, it was fine, but that's Snyder's. That is Snyder's.
That's his bag.
That's his bag. Visually, he'll nail it. I will give Snyder that, and I will give Snyder and Fanboys. I'll give him that credit. 300 all the way to Man of Steel or the Sucker Punch. The man makes great visual movies. I cannot knock that. It's his storytelling and writing that's crap.
Agree. I kind of agree about that. Yeah.
But I agree with Verb, but I do like Michael Shannon as Zod.
He was a great casting. He was a great casting as General Zod. I can't knock that.
Michael Shannon doesn't like Michael Shannon as Zod.
I love the fact.
I don't know why he said what he said, because I'm like, you don't like Star Wars, or I don't like those type of franchises. I'm like, dude, you were just Zod. Like,
yeah, no,
don't say that.
He's Harrison Ford grumpy.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a whole level of grumpy right there.
That is a whole grumpy.
I mean, he looks
kind of grumpy. Okay.
You don't know nothing about Star Wars. Just say so.
It's that get off my lawn grumpy.
It is.
Hugo that peppermint lifesaver grumpy.
Hugo Weaving.
Oh yeah. When you're starring in these type of films and then you turn around and you bash another property, it's like, dude,
But you're perpetuating it, sir.
Yeah.
The very thing that you don't like, you were very.
I know
good at.
Michelle Rodriguez. I know.
Right.
The Matrix.
You can't just say that stuff. You like you makes you a hypocrite. So I don't know. So Flash is a 6
out of 20.
Flat. Out of 20.
He's like, I want to make sure.
Yeah.
That fails.
It's a hard bill to reach. We could have just let this world die. I don't know what, like, Aquaman was supposed to drop first and then Flash. Whatever they got going on Aquaman,
it's kind of questionable right now because they reshot, they recasted. A person who wasn't supposed to be in the movie is somehow back in the movie. It's
all over the place. It's all over the place. So I'm just looking like, are you ending this world and then bringing him in as Lobo? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let it be so, because I want to see the main man. I'm so ready to see the main
I think
man.
he's just ready to get this thing out, do the promotion so he can move on to the next project.
Yeah.
So
I feel like he's the only one that's happy out of the rest of this group.
Yeah. Because he got what he wanted. I mean, I would love to see Ray Fisher. I still want to see Ray Fisher come back as Cyborg. I
would love to see Ray Fisher come back as Cyborg. I would love to see that. I would look.
James is the one to get him to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, I still want him to come back because, like I said, he deserves a fair shot.
Out of everyone that was in the original Justice League, Cyborg and Ben Affleck's Batman got raw deals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was against Batfleck at the time. I didn't think he could pull it off.
We all were.
Yeah.
I went on my apology tour right there with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, but
Like after BVS, I drank a humble cup of shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Because you've seen it, you were like, yo, okay. When Conroy even came out and voiced it and was just like, I trust in you. If you mess this up, I will hunt you down. And I'm like, the man himself just said it.
Yeah.
I'm standing with him.
And even his little short stint in The Flash was still good.
Yeah. That was nice. That was actually a decent. I liked his chase scene.
Yeah. So
I liked his chase scene. I'm like, this will be great if you gave us more.
And was it me or his suit have a tint of blue in it?
It did.
no, it definitely.
Yeah.
It was the gray. It was the gray blue.
Gray and blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so to say that, the nostalgia didn't do anything. I said, no, that was the high point of the whole of all these movies this movie was the nostalgia. Getting Keaton, getting Ben Affleck in the gray and blue suit. Great chasing. Keaton in these fight scenes.
Cooking.
That was old man Batman, but I dug it. That was old man Batman fighting, but I dug it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
it didn't look like old man Batman. He was
actually
moving
sat
like
up.
Affleck.
I was sitting in the recliner and I actually sat up. I'm like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
The fact that my man Keaton got an opportunity to do this was enough for me.
That's it.
But that's what
turned his neck.
But that's what so hurts about this. It's like, how in the world could you give us that great point in the movie? And like it was already said before, he could have been a point in Batman Beyond. He could have been a point in Batgirl, and you could have literally had your branch for Batman in the new DC world. That would have been it perfectly.
And I think there's some things going around, and I get it. I get Gunn saying, you know what, I really don't want to use anything from that world because it's so fucked right now. It's just building on old foundation is just not going to work. I have no choice but to start over. I have no choice. So some of us fans saying, oh, he's starting over with Batman again, and then like he's not giving him much option at this point.
But he has to go. He has to nuke it. He has to nuke it and wipe the slate clean. He has to.
He's like all he's got left. All he's got left.
Has he even mentioned doing a Batman film at all? I don't think he's going to touch it.
No. The Brave and the Bold.
He's doing Brave and the Bold.
Oh, right.
This director is going to do the Brave and the Bold, is what he said.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck that.
It is.
Yeah. That little Kira. Yeah. You should be concerned.
That's what he's doing. Superman Legacy, the Brave and the Bold, Swamp Thing, the Authority, Supergirl.
I'm kind of scared what they're going to do with the Authority, though, because
I think Gunn's handling the Authority.
If Gunn's handling the Authority, I'll feel better because he's at least read the comics on it. He's read on the Authority, so I feel better.
I'll say this about him touching the Brave and the Bold. I think the fact that he doesn't have an Ezra Miller type on that cast will help exponentially.
Yeah. Verb says, do you think people not into the Flash already would be converted by the fans to fans by this movie? No, I don't think so.
Absolutely. I'm not.
You're better off.
Will they be curious? I'm sure they will.
Send them to the CW and tell them not to watch season 4.
Think that part.
Or just the animated series. Go to the
Go to Max. Go to Max. Watch Flashpoint.
Yep.
Paradox. Thank us later.
Yeah.
Thank us later.
Although Grant Gustin is still available, just saying, James.
Yay. Listen,
I don't think I think he's done, y'all. I think he's done.
He's done. He's being, but somebody.
That's just like Stephen Amell. He's done too until you start and say, "Hey, we have this wonderful script and we have money."
Yeah, I mean, it's what brought him back for the series finale.
Mm-hmm. He was a great Oliver Queen, although it was kind of Batman with a hood. But again,
it worked. It worked. you know. And as far as that script for Batgirl, you can go ahead and leak it. I mean, they don't have Marvel security like they did with Nick Fury. They, you know,
Sure don't.
Dude, that story he told where the guy who had leaked the Avengers and they found him. Damn.
They said no. They made my man quit his job, left the country. They tracked him down. You do not leak for Marvel. You
Marvel will come looking for you. And I mean that's that Devo looking.
It's
where's my script, homie?
Right.
DC might send the goons to your house, but Marvel, you can like my grandma's missing. Like, the fuck?
Right.
Marvel, you steal something from Marvel, you come up missing.
Right. Wow. Look, the fact that my guy had to quit the job, he's like, I'm quitting my job. I'm leaving the country. Damn. What is it? The mob? What's wrong with you?
They popped up on you like those telemarketers. We're just calling you about an extended service warranty for your vehicle.
You gonna wake up with that?
No, they popped up like Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh, good one.
Why don't you have a seat?
Good one.
Why don't you have a seat?
I have your transcript right here.
All right. So it says here that you leaked this movie, The Avengers. Is this true? Is this
No. I spread my cheeks for the movie. It's the difference. No. I spread my cheeks. I did not leak.
Sir, we have it on film, sir. We have it on film.
So, sir, you on Reddit talking about Marvel Avengers 689? That isn't you, sir.
No. What? No.
I don't. What is
not
this
me.
Avengers? What is this? What is this Avengers? I don't know. So yeah, somebody go ahead and leak that Batgirl. We ready for it.
Yeah, facts.
X Hamster.
It needs
Dark Side of the Webs.
I'm just saying, somebody that's security vault who don't care about that job one day, just you ain't got to toss it nobody. Just open the security. Just go in there and just find a fence and just toss it. Somebody's bound to find it.
Right.
Hey, listen. When you put in your 2-week notice on that last day, just say fuck it.
Yeah. Just walk out the door. Just walk out the door.
What is it?
He
Just
said,
light
yeah.
the match behind you.
Yeah. I remember when Wolverine Origins was leaked. And we seen it, and
no
seen
CGI,
it.
That shit was laughable.
That was
or supposedly Deadpool, the Deadpool leak. But let's just be honest. Ryan Rose is like, oh, you ain't gonna be no press for my movie? Bet.
I'll do it myself. So we wrapping it up. This was a good one. These are always good, kind of break this stuff down, and like hopefully these, whatever's going on, whatever internal things is going on with WB, and David Zaslav is not helping his cause right now. So
somebody's singing in the background.
It's not helping him. It's not helping him. So he might want to shut down.
That man is the Yule Bowl of comic book movies at this point.
Oh, that's a low blow.
And yet, I'm not wrong.
Much like the submarine.
Wow.
Toss it, throw it in the sub.
Wow. Oh my God. Y'all are going to hell in a handbasket roller coaster with gas straws on.
Hold on, let me tell you something. There are so many people from Black Twitter.
Purgatory first. There's a
difference. At Black Twitter, at this point, Mephisto was just like, you know what? It's too many of y'all down here. Y'all can just go on back. Y'all just go on back.
Yep.
God is over there just like he talking to the five, like, you know what? They're fine.
I think it's gonna be other way around. They're gonna look at Mephisto and go, and
This one is just like, who bringing a potato salad? Wait, where's all?
Don't you have Dr. Strange to go?
That's gonna be quite the cookout. They already got fire.
Like bring the charcoal. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Hold on,
like,
wait,
don't
no.
You have Dr. Strange to go kill? Yeah, you and Dorma move. Both y'all can't get your shit together. Can y'all both team up and take him out?
Are y'all barbecuing by the tortured soul? How y'all?
That is not what that's for. Who's running this right now?
Just don't bring no ice water. We got plenty of that already.
Right. I can hear it. I can see it now. He was just like, that is not what that's for. That's not. Get down from there. No.
How did you get an extension cord in hell?
I need to go talk. I need to go talk to my daddy because this is not working for me right now. I need to.
Well, plug up the speaker.
How y'all doing the electric slide and y'all ain't got no?
Nah.
Hey,
Somebody at Home Depot would pop him and go, "We can provide anything."
Yeah, right.
that'd be the only time that we actually need suntan lotion.
Right. To see it now, like we're sorry, they just took it over. We'll take it back. We can't. It's too many of them. Who is it?
Sorry,
Black
the scroll
Twitter.
that you're trying to reach is no longer in
Jesus.
segments.
Oh Lord.
That's when he sits there like, who's took it over? Black Twitter. Jesus. Yes.
I mean, they're very.
They can stay down there.
Yeah. They're doing great, by the way. That's it.
Hey, that one
It's a
nigga
new
Jesus.
thing. It's a new thing.
That one nigga Jesus.
Man,
Put him
what
on
got
FaceTime.
me down here?
Put him on
So
FaceTime.
I think you said in the comments on the podcast, you said throw it in the sub.
No, I said nip it in the bud.
Yeah,
That's what I
Like
said.
somewhere, God is just like, you know what? I got these 5 up here, so we'll scratch that off. You know, because that's
It's getting
nothing
worse
compared to
over
what
here,
these.
y'all. It's getting bad.
We're getting out of here. We got the cousins in the building. We'll start them off. Martell, tell them where they can find you.
If they feel like it, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Once again, it's your frosty bearded blurticorn here. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter under Navy Montel. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok on the road Catnip. I am one half of the Blurticorn Speaks podcast with Miss Angie. We'll be recording this Sunday to talk about everything, including Awesome Con and everything that's coming up. I am 1/6 of the most amazing wrestling podcast out there, courtesy of the man with the little brother shirt on here, the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast, because we dope, we amazing, we badass, and we're melanated. I will be at BlurCon. I will be working and busting my butt, but the majority of these fantastic people over here will be there as well. So if you want to come to Blur to experience a cookout like you've never been to before, live with 14 food trucks and just so much chicanery and amazingness, please come check us out here. And just continue to be amazing, y'all, because melanated folk like us, we kill it every time. We got to stop letting people get into our heads about what we can and can't do. Look, if they're not walking your path, they're off the road, okay? They can kick gravel barefoot. That's all I got to say.
Tyler Perry bought BET and VH1 in the same day. You can't tell me shit.
BEH1. There we go. That's what it's going to be called.
First order of action. We are not playing Baby Boy. Take that shit out the player right now.
Can we burn it? Every time we play it, we just punch Tyrese in the face.
What do you want from me? Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Dinner, you want some breakfast?
Tell them where they can find you, Nick.
Oh, yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nick, Do You Speak Geek.
Blackness.
Yes, Blackness. You can find me at Do You Speak Geek. That's on Instagram, also on TikTok. It's like real estate. Just Google it. You'll find me. The podcast is back this Monday. I have been taking a nice mental health break, but I will definitely be back podding come this Monday. I'll be explaining my absence. I will also be at BlurCon, and it's gonna be a good time. I have a planned first ever live in person DYSG live with a homie Wendell.
Oh, the brother.
We're gonna talk about some things. There's also a wrestling panel coming up soon. We're clotheslining the culture CCW podcast. We're gonna be in the building once again, and super proud of the youngest member of DYSG. That's my son Donovan. He is going to be a judge in the first ever kids cosplay contest.
Is the man
at BlurCon. So doing twin is cosplay every year is, he might know what he's talking about. But yeah, the podcast coming back, and just thankful that I can be here amongst you wonderful, wonderful blurty people. And yeah, thank y'all for having me again.
Always. The chicken's in the fridge, man. So you gotta warm it up.
Proud of it.
Yeah. Lady,
She
What's
made
up,
it.
everybody? Listen, I'm gonna take donations for my damn Wi-Fi while I'm in my bedroom and not at my set. But anyway, this is Lane from Geek by Heart. I am one half of Geek by Heart. Me and my husband run Geek by Heart. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us not really on Twitter, but we're there. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on IG, and you can definitely find us on YouTube, where we talk about a lot of trail reactions. I am getting back to my horror roots and talking about that in video form, but I also write for blurredeyeview.org. So you can find my reviews there. And Jay's going to be on Twitch soon. So look for General, because he's going to be on Twitch soon, just doing his thing.
Going down.
I'm going to follow him. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to follow
Yes.
Lady Mandalore in the building.
Well, hello, good evening.
With that lovely blue and white in the back. Ow.
Yes. Don't think
That
we
is-
weren't noticing that in the background
I
there.
definitely was.
That's my number 5 cosplay that I'm working on.
Number 5. Oh, you are doing it.
Yes, I am
Number
doing it.
1.
Hi.
Kids next door.
Yes.
Radio stations.
Correct. Yes. I am also known as Room Full of Blurs, right here down below in the little part of your screen right there. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Fanbase, where I actually hold a little audio chat room the first Saturday of every month, which is coming up on July 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my podcast is on YouTube and Twitch live on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. I'm loving it. I'm also on TikTok as Child of Mandalore. Where I do a little bit of voice work every once in a while. I'll throw something up there just because I like to have fun with it. And my name is also a podcast. It is also Child of Mandalore, which you can find on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, where I talk in depth about the history of Mandalore. Please, if you would like to know more about Mandalore and all that it brings to the world of Star Wars, have a listen.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Even if you can't understand what she's saying, her eyebrows are talking just as much.
Hey,
Jesus.
Always.
I love it.
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
it.
Damn.
Cinematic Assassin will be watching Ship's Computer. Let them know.
Yes, sir. You can find me at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. Don't matter what site you're on. I'm a writer for purefandom.com. I'm a writer for blurredeyeview.org. I do other stuff. I don't feel like talking about it at the moment. But I'm dropping this Monday. So be on the sites and the places and look for the stuff, and it'll be there. But with that said, I always will continue to stress that mental health is important. So be sure you take your meds and take that PTO. And whatever else you do in this world, lean into learning, lean into laughter, lean into love, and we'll make this thing a better place.
all right.
On. Black Spartan.
Yes, it's I, Black Spartan, otherwise known as Black Fox 447 on all socials. You can find me pretty much anywhere. I usually do reviews and everything that I read, that I play, even gym stuff, because I do a couple push-ups and apparently scared Jehovah's Witnesses. We have got to put that in story form one day. Aside from that, I do have a couple podcasts of my own. My first one is my news political podcast called How the Frack We Got Here every Wednesday and Saturday. They can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. The other one is my video game podcast called Get Bit with my coach Joe Tonello that can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every Friday as well. Both podcasts can be found wherever podcasts are heard or seen, as well as on Opulence Radio and Always Record TV, along with The Fleet. Not the fleet, the fleet. The fleet with his Z, Capitan. My French is terrible. But aside from that, guys, I know I was trying to switch accents, but the Indian almost came out.
Oh no.
The fleet. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about the fleet.
Like this,
Why
You don't have to move your head to get the concept going, dear Lord. She's going to get a prick in her neck.
This is why I decided to work from home and not be in the same AT&T department as the rest of you.
Oh no!
I'm sick and tired of you talking about my people.
Your people? What do you mean your people? I am your people.
All I know is that you guys are a treasure trove of voice acting. That's all I got.
Aside
All
from
of
that,
you.
aside from that, guys, the last thing I'll say is that again, we need to be more about promoting others, whether someone is promoting a business, a movement, a con. Shout out to Blurred and Powerful, or just simply doing something different. It takes zero energy to do all of these things, and it takes 100% energy to be negative. Again, support your friends the same way you would support Beyonce, who does not know you are existing. Other than that, throw it in the sub. But aside from that, guys, I only have one rule when it comes to socials. As everybody can tell you on this board, I am a very talkative person. We'll talk to anybody, but I just have one rule. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Ah, yes. Oh boy, here he comes. I can feel
yourself.
I can. I get in that giggle. It's good. You're gonna get one or two of them. You're gonna get the deep evil laugh, or you're gonna get the Joker. It's gonna be one of those two. Man, bring it back. Don't let him out the cage yet. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. I am the man on the wall, Chris Fury, the king up north, the man with the plan, the captain of the ship. If this is your first time here, go check us out on Blurred's Eye View on IG, Blurred's Eye View, all one word. Follow the link tree in the bio. It'll put you there, and it will send you to places like the Facebook page, Blurred's Eye View Podcast. You can listen to us on Opulence Radio, where every Thursday, Blurred's Eye View leads the charge. On Blurred Out Thursdays, you can listen to us and other great shows like Roomful of Blurs, Montel, Nick's. In Black Spartan over there. We getting it in there. You see that? I've watched enough Prices Right. I think I can figure it out. You can always catch us on Twitch as well, where we're going currently. You can also watch us anywhere live. Well, not live, but you can always watch us live on YouTube, of course, and on Facebook. But you can also catch us on Always Press Record. Shout out to Travius Lawson. Having us on for Always Press Record TV. Just go to alwayspressrecord.com. If we have Roku or Amazon Fire, you'll find it there and just download it. See us in all this glory. Watch it throughout the house, wherever you're at work. The boss don't mind because they ain't gonna know. Right. They ain't gonna know. Yeah, tell a friend. Also, go check out Otaku Noir.
Yes,
proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the discount code Blurred's Eye View at the checkout for free shipping. You really don't want to miss out on Otaku Noir. Number one blurred blind mystery box company. You don't want to miss it. For Blurreds, by Blurreds, art, crafts,
cereal boxes.
Let's
go.
Have you
Is
tried
that the
Okay, let me stop.
Stays at the ready.
Take your meds, okay?
Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is always a great conversation, especially when the cousins come through. We are here for entertainment. We are here to talk about not just movies, not just television shows, but comics, wrestling, gaming, you name it. You're getting crazy commercials from us. We are a whole production over here. We are more than a podcast. So thank you for tuning in and giving your love and your support. And go over to the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You'll get all these great shows. And you'll get to see past episodes, shorts, and so much more. You won't be disappointed. We have a blast. We'll be seeing you soon at BlurCon. Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready?
Yeah!
No!
Can you dig it?
Wait a minute.
For the millions watching at home.
Oh my God.
Hulk Hogan.
I started something. I'm sorry. I don't care. Give me your shit. Let's go with you.
Oh my God. Like, now get over here and you get all romantical. That's how it sounds. Until next episode where we come back, we're coming to the wind down of season 10. It's been a great season. It's always been fun. It's always a blast. I think we got somebody next week. I got to double check my schedule. I got to double check my schedule. I can't remember.
Wow. Okay.
But I know we do. We got great guests coming up really soon. You don't want to miss it. But once again, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I'm Chris Fury with the squad. We'll see you Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and Thursdays 9. This was our special night. Yay. Thanks to the idiots down the street. Blew out the power for everybody. We will be back Tuesday, 8:30. Our normal time. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.